get ready for a quick quest guide for the Jungle Potion quest, in which the main rewards for completing is 775 Herblore experience and 1 quest point. There are no skill requirements, but you'll need to have completed the Druidic Ritual quest. Item-wise, while you won't technically need anything, lots of running is involved, and I highly recommend dressing light or using weight-reducing armor, and also bringing along stamina and energy potions. An Antipoison Potion is also hugely helpful, as you can be poisoned by aggressive monsters during this quest. And some food is also helpful for running past aggressive monsters up to level 53. Now you can begin this quest in the small building northeast of Tybrowana village on Karamja, just west of the mahogany and the teak trees. It's a bit of a punish to get to, but personally I used a glory teleport and ran. Once you arrive, then begin by talking to Trufitus, and eventually asking, "It's a nice village, where is everyone?" Before then saying, "Me? How can I help?" And after a bit more chatter, selecting yes to officially begin the quest. Trufitus then asks you to get him 5 herbs to help him make a potion to talk to gods, the first being snakeweed. For this you'll want to run west until you approach the shoreline, before then running south past the dungeon sign until you see some marshy jungle vines near the shore. Search the marshy jungle vine to get some grimy snakeweed. Note that this process can take what feels like a lifetime for you to actually get the herb. I'd recommend grabbing an extra 2 of these now, one for the Zoga Flesh Eaters quest and another for Legends, and you can hold onto these in your bank until you do these quests. Once you have the snakeweed, then clean it and return to Trufitus. Now use the snakeweed on Trufitus to hand it to him, and he will then ask you to go and get an Ardragal. For this herb, run northeast until you see the harpy bug swarms, and keep running east along the shoreline until you come across an area with palm trees. Some of these are searchable, and you'll want to search them to get the Ardragal. I recommend taking a second here once again for the Legends quest down the track. Once you have the Ardragal, clean it, and return back to your new bestie Trufitus. Use the Ardragal on him to hand it over, and he will now ask you for a cytofoil herb. For this, run south and hug the outside of the Tybrowana fence until you see 2 fires. Search the scorched earth nearby to find the cytofoil, before you then want to clean it, and make the trek back to Trufitus before using the herb on him. Now Trufitus needs Valencia moss. For this, run to the mine southeast of Trufitus's hut. It's a bit of a trek, but not too bad. Once you reach the mine, there will be some bland rocks. Search them to find a grimy Valencia moss, which you will then want to clean before making your way all the way back to Trufitus and using it on him to hand it over. Now you'll need to get one final herb, being Rogue's Purse. For this, run north and a little east before clicking on the dungeon sign on your minimap to have your character automatically start going to it. You'll be kind of sent around the world to get there, so to speak, but eventually you will make it. Search the rocks to head down inside and then run south a little until you see some green fungus covered cavern walls. And note that I found these easier to spot with a high camera angle. Search them, and after a little while you'll get a Rogue's Purse. I suggest getting a second one for the Zoga Flesh Eaters quest down the track. Once you have it, then clean it before running back out of the dungeon the same way you went in. Once you're out, then you'll want to return all the way back to Trufitus and use the Rogue's Purse on him to hand it over. Bam! Quest complete. For your efforts, you'll get 775 Herblore experience and 1 quest point. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next quest.